I had to go live because I recorded that video like 5 times and it would not record for some weird reason. Hopefully y'all can hear and see me okay. Um, but I'm getting this message out. I don't give a damn, and it's probably gonna be hella skippy and losing service in this video. But just try to make it quick. We need to stop pretending like we don't know what happened to this young man. We need to stop allowing public officials to gaslight us into making it look like, oh, nobody was arrested. We're still investigating until the story dies down. And then they come out with a statement saying that nobody will be charged. Um, there's no more investigation needed. These individuals um, went with this man in a group setting. Everybody made it back but him. Um, yeah, we're not going for it. We're not going for it. And the same people who argue that Carmelo Anthony needs to spend the rest of his life behind bars for being a murderer is the same way they need to be rallying for the individuals responsible for Mr. Wells's demise to face justice. Plain and simple. Um, how many times are we going to see the same scenario play out? How many times are we going to let them get away with it? And never mind, Mr. Wells should have known not to, because I hear this from my community, almost in a blaming fashion. Should have known not to trust those individuals or be alone with them. Um, so to that, I will say, make sure your kids are educated. Make sure your friends, colleagues, and family members are educated. Like my daughter said, what if nobody ever told him? You know, there are certain rules that we as Black Americans have learned that we have to operate by, and that's one of the ones that I'm not breaking. You will never catch me alone with melanin deprived individuals, and I'm the only one. You will not see that. Um, Mr. Wells was very young, and I'm so sorry to his family. But we need to do more as a community than having greasy ass Ben Crump represent us. Um, where are the real attorneys at? Where are the civil rights attorneys at? Um, I'm not talking about the ones chasing the cameras. Ben Crump is a camera chaser. I ain't never seen him win shit. I ain't never seen him have a victory. But somehow he's supposed to be representative of Black justice. He's supposed to be the one that people call to get justice. If any of these situations ever happen to me, do not fucking call his ass. I don't want him nowhere around me. I don't want none of these fake ass political activists, convenient political activists, bought political activists, um, making any type of decisions on my behalf. And people are like, well, who else is going to do it? At least he's willing to get out there and stick his neck out. Is he really? What is he helping? Because the only thing I ever hear him is him. Soon as something happens to a Black person, I know his greasy ass is gonna populate from the shadows, not getting nobody not a lick of justice, but his face all over the damn TV screen, looking bloated and ugly with the family. He loves to attach himself to that type of shit. You always gotta be careful for people like that. You know what I'm saying? And you always gotta second guess where the fuck a bitch real motives lie. And he don't give me he trying to get justice for nobody. He don't give me that he can get justice for anyone. The man can barely speak proper English. Supposed to be an attorney. My God, where are the qualified, um, high speed black American civil rights attorneys? Where are they? Why don't they step up? Why does it always have to be Ben fucking the clown Crump? But there's no way you can convince me that this man did not meet his demise at the hands of his melanated deprived counterparts. And people say, well, why? Why would anybody sacrifice somebody? I'll just say this, just because they tell you that you're the lowest of the low, you have to ask yourself, why is the world so invested in putting black people in their place? Why is the world so invested in um, dominating, attempting to dominate black Americans, or tell us who we are, dictate who we are, making us call ourselves African American, addressing us by our misnomer? I'm not fucking African. I am an American, but I'm not an African American. Um, yeah, that man was that wasn't an accident. That wasn't an accident. And I'm watching some news outlets. They're even reporting a story with some of with the friends' faces blocked off. The only one you can see is the victim's face. What? Let it have been a 10-year-old shoplifting or robbing a convenience store. They would have put his ass all over the news. Remember that little boy that stole his grandma's car? I forgot his name. But he was like, I'm just doing hood rat shit with my hood rat friends or whatever. They put his face up there. They quick to put our kids up there when they have done something wrong, and block the faces of their folks out whenever they have done something wrong, and they've done something wrong. They caused the demise of that boy. I don't give a damn what nobody says. And what they don't understand is you might not have to face justice in this realm, but I guarantee you your ass gonna face some justice. That's what I do. I'm an energy worker. And I specialize in protecting FBA energy. I spend my energy protecting that energy, my ancestors' energy, because it's always unjustly under attack. In the previous videos that I recorded that didn't make it, I watched two very poignant movies that I knew about, but I just never attempted to watch it or was never interested in my adulthood. And those two movies are A Time to Kill with Sam Jackson, Matthew, McConaughey, etc., etc. Oh, Sandra Bullock was in it too. And the second one that I seen was A Soldier Story. Um, and I found A Soldier Story riveting because, first of all, as a prior service military person, I love watching old um, movies, military movies where they get it right. You know, I hate when I watch military movies and they all jacked up. They got the person's uniform all fucked up, out of regulation. Like they don't even take the time to look to see how we even wear our uniforms. Um, But yeah, um, I cried like a baby on A Time to Kill because it reminds me of George Zimmerman. 17 years old, still somebody's fucking child. Gunned down in the streets. White people, the non melanated people, flocked to his defense. Instead of spending money to help the poor, they spent money to help him lawyer up and receive the best legal counsel in order to not have to answer for his crime, which was an egregious crime. A lot of melanin deprived people don't have souls. Because what are you doing? That's a fucking child. Are you that deranged and obsessed and like intimidated by melanin skin that you even attack the kids? You even hate the kids too? That's why I scoff in the face of PETA. I don't want to hear shit about a PETA. Y'all supposed to be for animal rights and y'all sit here and let humans be slaughtered. I don't want to hear about a fucking animal. Humans are animals. They won't speak about that, but they'll boycott Mary J. Blige for wearing a fucking fur coat, but you won't speak on human rights being violated, people being taken out simply because they're black and set up. That man was set up and he was taken out and he was sacrificed. That happens a lot with black people. Black people need to wake up and realize their power and their divinity. Stop letting these people trick you into thinking that you don't have any. Yet they want it. That's what I say about Clive Davis. The bastard. I was waiting for him to go. I'm like, why is all the people that he allegedly curated younger than him, more sprightly than him, vibrant than him, and all their asses passed before him? People have been siphoning black energy from black Americans, their gifts. They have been stealing them. From what I understand, Mr. Wells was an athlete, you know? If they can't get you to sign your life away, they didn't even give them the opportunity, but sign your life away, sign this contract for a couple million. Here's your owner. Owns you. You're a property. You step out of line, we get rid of your ass. We bury you like we never heard you. But while you're here, we're going to suck you dry. We're going to push your physical body beyond its limit. We expect you in tip top shape. Why is it that black Americans dominate many sports? Many. They don't own shit. They have owners. Same with these record labels. What Kanye was saying that they canceled them for. All these industries are owned by Jews. And he was canceled for speaking the truth. He took it too far with the admiration for Hitler. I will say that. But the message that he had wasn't, it shouldn't be left on deaf ears because he wasn't lying. All you have to do is look, all you have to do is Google search. You will find that all these industries, most of them are owned by Jews. Then they make black people seem like they're down here. Meanwhile, begging, borrowing, stealing to trick you into their contracts so they can sacrifice you. Because black Americans are God's people. The lost tribes, the Hebrews is Black American and they know that. So they gonna gaslight you. They gonna tell you you down here, you're a degenerate. All while exhibiting degenerate behavior. How you gonna take up for somebody that kills somebody else's child? How you gonna support that? It's demonic. You don't have a soul. That was clear to me. What's the baby's name that was taken out by her parents? Um, oh my God, something Harris, I believe. Javea Harris. Um, I'm like on YouTube reading the story, in tears. I scroll down in the comments. Another melanin deprived person. Black excellence. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a baby. What's wrong with you? You don't have a soul. You are incapable of exhibiting any form of empathy whatsoever. And they love to talk about, oh, black people, you gotta hold your purse when you with their ass on the elevator. Black people need to start looking over their shoulder when they around their ass. When you alone, you the only black person, your ass need to be looking around. You ain't gotta hold your purse for me. Look at me with I'm looking at your ass. We gonna look at each other. Cause this not something that black Americans do. We don't befriend white people and trick them into going to the cookout and then slaughter them. And then come back, oh well, we don't know what happened. Oh well. I mean, R.I.P. Shanquilla, because that's exactly what happened there. But for the most part, we're not going out of our way to befriend a white person, to trick them out of their lives. We don't, that's not how we operate. That's not our MO. But they make it so we're the degenerates, and a lot of them fools defend this shit. They'll defend a George Zimmerman for taking out a kid. They get mad whenever you get them that smoke, though. Whenever we pull them on them, they ain't fucking with it. But I got to tell the truth. He was sacrificed, plain and simple. We need attorneys other than greasy ass Ben Crump to advocate for us. He's not it. He will never be it. I don't know a single victory he ever had. What was he doing before he became the black guy that everybody called whenever anything happens with black people? Like, who the fuck is he? He is not well spoken. Um, can't stand the way he talks. And I'm giving Sergeant Waters energy. Anybody that ever seen Soldier Story, would y'all liken Sergeant Waters' energy to Steven from Django? Would you compare those two? Because I was like, why the fuck is he so preoccupied with proving that black people aren't degenerates? Like, let people believe what the fuck they want to believe. We need to get back to being unapologetically black. I don't give a fuck. I'm black. You gonna like it, love it, or get the hell on. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm up out of here. I gotta go. I'm sleepy. It took me so long to get this video done. I recorded it 5 times, and it was so detailed in all of them. And I wonder if y'all even gonna be able to hear me. But I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.